Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with Daryl Dixon Season 2, The Book of Carol, or Daryl Dixon, The Book of Carol Season 2, whatever you want to call it. This is going to be my review for Episode 1. So I'm not going to be doing reaction videos to this or Dead City anymore, just because of a few reasons. One, just how much of a hassle it was, with all the copyright issues and stuff like that. And just because also the views just weren't there. I don't know if it was just the spin-offs or what, but it's just not, not as big as The Walking Dead and stuff like that, which even then, later and later seasons, it just kind of slowed down and stuff like that, probably because the popularity was going down and stuff like that. But, just not a lot of, I guess, views just on this and Dead City, because it takes a long time to do videos like this. So obviously you have to watch the episode. So for example, this episode here was it wasn't 57 minutes, because they always got like some like post credit behind the episode stuff. They'll talk to Daryl and Carol and stuff like that, and see little interviews and stuff. So yeah, the episode was about 50 minutes. So I gotta watch the whole episode, so that takes 50 minutes right there. I have to edit down the video from 50 minutes down to 15, 20-ish, maybe a little longer, because I used to do a review at the end, and then upload it. And if there is any copyright claims, well, now I need to take it back down, adjust whatever part got claimed, re-upload it again, and continue to repeat the process over and over again until there was no claims, and then I'd be good to upload it. And then a couple of times I would have no problems at all. Oh, look at that, cool, I edit it, upload it, no claims, cool, publish it, away it goes. And then it would stay like that for a week, 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden claimed, after it's been up there for 2-3 weeks, then all of a sudden it just gets claimed. It happened with The Ones Who Lived. I had a couple of episodes up there that were perfectly, they were fine. They were sitting there, for a couple of weeks, and then episode 5 came, episode 6, and all of a sudden all of them just got claimed all at once. It was what? I had these up here for a month, no problems, and then all of a sudden they just all got claimed. So it's just kind of not really worth, the hassle and stuff like that. If the shows were bigger, during, The Walking Dead's prime, okay, then maybe yes, because, the views were there, the popularity was there and stuff like that. But, these here, just not so much. So, let me jump right in. So, episode 1, we're starting out with Laurent here, and we got Daryl training him how to kill walkers with a pretty cool thing. All the walkers are, harnessed, which is kind of cool. Obviously he's struggling to kill the walkers and stuff like that, but like Daryl said, he apparently just started it, or it's only been a week or so. Obviously it's going to take some time. Look how long it took our characters to get used to killing walkers. It took them, I don't know, a season or so, for them to actually not shoot him and stab him in the head and stuff. So it took some time for them to learn how to kill him and stuff. Obviously the just the overall I don't want to say views, but once again, being in France and just seeing France in general is just absolutely fantastic. You got the what is it, the castle in the background and stuff like that, which just looks absolutely amazing. Just seeing, the castle, and there's nothing around this I don't know what you call it, if it is a castle or a monastery or something like that. But they do a couple of zoomed out shots and stuff, and there is nothing around it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so Daryl's training him and stuff like that. And then they go back. Apparently there's a council meeting and stuff like that about what is happening. You got this guy here who, I forget his name, but is apparently in charge and stuff like that. And then, of course, he talks to Daryl and stuff like that. He doesn't want Laurent training and stuff like that. They both make some pretty valid points. He doesn't want, Laurent to stray and become, violent and stuff like that. And on the other side, you got Daryl and stuff like that, who's like, well, I want to, train him so he can stay alive. So, I mean, they both got points. I'm pretty sure, once you start killing and stuff like that, probably a little bit of you, starts to die. I mean, flashback to Glenn, and then his first kill and stuff like that of the saviors in the outpost and stuff like that. You could see how, he was, like really struggling. He was sitting there with a knife, and he was like, I can't, I can't, he's like, I can't do it and stuff like that. In the end, I don't. Oh no, he did do it. Yeah, I think, yeah, he did do it. Yeah, because he was all like, so I kind of get both sides, Daryl wanting him to stay alive, and the other guy, being like, yeah, let's, I don't want him to, become someone different, so I see both sides and stuff like that on, their agreements and stuff like that. But then, going forward, which, where's my little thing here? Not going forward. Oops, I'll have to play a little bit. Or did the page crash on me? Probably did. So, fast forward, we got Carol again, and she is at the little, I guess you can call it the outpost and stuff like that, where Daryl was at. And, right before he got taken, Carol's trying to get her bike fixed and stuff like that. She sees Daryl's crossbow. She starts questioning him and stuff like that, saying, some French people came looking for American walkers and stuff like that and took them. She wants to know more, where they go, when are they coming back and stuff. She grabs his crossbow, shoots one of the guys and stuff like that. Slugs one of the other ones. So yeah, Carol is same as always, being badass self. She sees the flag and stuff like that, tries to get directions, and beats up a couple more people and drives off, which is pretty cool. She comes across, I guess, the dock, and a whole bunch of boats just destroyed, washed up on shore. Whatever happened, who knows. Then we got, the intro. Hopefully I can keep this going a little bit. Yeah, there's some cassette tapes and stuff like that, old school stuff. Try not to get that claimed. She does have a pretty cool wreck and stuff like that. She kind of pulls a lorry there for a minute. She takes her eyes off the road, and because she does see a plane flying over, which is kind of cool, seeing an actual plane. And she takes her eyes off the road, and there's a walker right in the way, and boom, she just nails it, which was that was a pretty cool kill, not gonna lie. But yeah, she ends up ramming a car into the sign and stuff like that, basically destroying that. Getting out of the car, she sees the plane stuff flying over, and she goes to investigate. She gets trapped in a new person's trap, which we find out his name is Ash. He is the owner of the plane, and he has been flying it around. And they start to talk, kind of become friends and stuff like that. Like I said, we learned his name is Ash. And as he uses his plane to fly around and kind of disperse some of the walkers, because of all the sound and stuff like that, kind of helps disperse the walkers. Carol goes into oh, actually, did I jump ahead of one important thing? I think I did, yeah. Yeah, see, skipping some of this is kind of hard. He tells her he can stay She can stay with him, but she gets to stay in the barn. And yeah, there are some pretty cool flashback scenes of Sophia, which is pretty cool. We see her, all the way back in season 2 and stuff like that, after Shane destroyed the thing, busted open the barn doors and stuff like that, and all the walkers came out, and then we see Sophia coming out, so we get a pretty cool flashback scene of that. So Carol's a little like memories and stuff. But yep, as he goes out to move some walkers around and scatter them out, Carol becomes nosy and goes into one of the places, I guess like a greenhouse and stuff like that. And, she starts snooping around and seeing what's going on in here. Why was it locked? And then she comes across this tree with all these different, different ornaments and stuff like that, decorations. She sees like a little plane. Then she sees a picture of Ash with his son, who we find out does not make it and stuff like that. And he died. But yeah, just some pretty cool, little moments, the little, whatchamacallit that she has in her hand that she's, like a jack-in-the-box, I guess you can say it. But some of the walkers did end up getting in because there is a electric, I don't want to say electric fence, but electric locks. And yeah, she kind of deactivated those. And all the walkers ended up coming inside, and then she ended up getting herself trapped inside of them. Another really cool walker kill. She takes a pair of hedge clippers? Yeah, I think it's hedge clippers, I guess you can say it. Kind of, I don't know how much footage I can actually show. There we go. Pair of I guess hedge clippers, and just rams it right into his mouth and stuff like that. And then she gets backed up into a corner. She breaks the glass, comes out. He's pissed because the whole place is destroyed. She wants to, she's like, I'm sorry, I'll clean this up myself, it's fine. And she's like, I'm gonna go. And then they start talking a little bit more. They start sharing conversations with each other about Ash's son, and that's when Carol kind of makes up a little lie and says Sophia's alive and is with Ed in France, and that's where she wants to go. Another pretty cool callback is the rose. This was the Cherokee rose.
Oh.
I don't know if I can.
They represent hope,
Yep, kind of like the same thing Daryl said to her. And then we have a pretty cool. Yeah, see.
I believe this one. Bloom for your little girl.
So that's another really cool callback that we did have in the show and stuff. But this is the scene where she's talking about Ed, having Sophia and stuff like that. Then he catches on. So that's what you want. You want me to fly you to France. So some very cool conversations between those two. We see this guy here training and stuff like that. He's like, well, I'm a pacifist, but, two very different ideologies. Daryl's like, well, you should strike first, kind of Cobra Kai style, strike first. And, he is like, well, I want to throw like the last punch. So some very interesting ideologies between those two. We do have some pretty cool he's got some moves though, I will say. I mean, some pretty badass moves, not gonna lie. Apparently there are some prisoners on the way, and they're going to intercept them and free them. And then of course a pretty cool little scene here at the end and stuff like that. Daryl's like, so he's talking about the stick and everything like that. And then, yeah, just some pretty funny little scene, right at the end, how about a sparring session? Not with that little stick. So, I don't know. Something about this guy definitely seems off.
Care to go around?
Not with that toothpick.
So, yeah, that's a pretty funny little thing. But yeah, Carol ends up leaving, and he ends up coming after her. And, so you do anything for your, daughter. Makes sense. I understand that. And then agrees, all right, I will fly you there. And they start, planning their route and stuff like that. They start loading up all the fuel, because he's got a lot of fuel. He's got quite a bit of it. Like you said, I've been keeping myself busy. What else do we have? Yeah, we had some more talking. They're continuing to set up the trap, to free the prisoners and stuff like that. We have... God, this is so hard trying to skip through all this. This here is a very interesting conversation these two had. I think there is more to what we're seeing here with him and Laurent, because they're talking about a... what was it, like a ceremony?
You'll never win them over. Certainly not the American.
We have time.
Yeah.
The boy's not ready.
Yeah, see, the boy's
He's
not
not.
ready.
Or you're not.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think there's going to be a little bit more to this than, I don't know. Yeah, some sort of ceremony. I have no idea. But it just sounds very secretive, and, he's not ready, you're not ready. I don't know. Maybe there's more to it, a little bit more darker and stuff like that. But we go back to Ash and Carol and stuff. And, of course, there's a storm coming in. They want to get out. They want to leave. And, of course, as the storm is coming in, lightning does strike one of his, electrical boxes, like I said earlier. Yeah, right over here, that kind of does all the lights and the locks to the doors and stuff, and ends up zapping that, starts a fire, and of course the little shed right next door also catches fire that houses all the fuel. So yeah, so of course that goes up in flames. Trying to yep, so there's the lightning strike, power goes down, lights go out. Yep, locks unlock, doors open, walkers go in. We do have some pretty cool scenes with the plane, the walkers, and then of course, yes, there is the explosion from the fuel, as you can see. I'm gonna have to see how much of this I can actually really do, but yeah, from the sparks, and then yep, all the fuel just goes up in flames. Then we got the trap coming in. Here they come with the prisoners. Trap at first fails because they set an explosive and it doesn't work. And Daryl just kind of goes out and just starts shooting everybody. Which of course causes, like you see here, a whole bunch of crashes and stuff like that. Taking out some more people. And then of course they free all the prisoners. And then of course, Carol and Ash. Well, I guess actually before that, I don't know, it's kind of hard, trying to click around and jump around and stuff like that. But yeah, she actually survives. Oh God, I can't think of her name. Madame Genet, I think her name is, and Daryl is about to kill her, but there is a one last explosion just as he's about to fire and kill her, and she ends up slipping away, which I would have been completely surprised if they killed her, because she's kind of like a big villain. I don't know how big of a villain she's going to play, after everything with CRM and kind of that turning out to be kind of like a bust. Kind of maybe I guess a flop, because the way it was built up, and oh, look how powerful we are, we've got helicopters, we're in all these different states and stuff like that, and then everybody was killed in one episode. and that was the end of that. It just seemed like, okay, so I don't know. At least she is still alive, so it will be interesting to see, what happens with her, and where we go from here, because we know she is, testing and modifying walkers, because in season 1, when Daryl was in the fighting pits and stuff like that, they had like, I don't want to say like tranquilizer guns, but little guns that they fire like darts in, and something got injected into their necks, and you could see the, like the veins just, right up into the head and stuff like that, and they just started to go crazy. I think one of the walkers ended up just attacking and killing one of the other walkers and stuff like that. So yeah, she is definitely modifying variant walkers and stuff like that. And yeah, Carol and Ash take off and fly off into the sunset, heading for, I believe, Greenland. I think that was their original thing, was to go from wherever they are now all the way up to Greenland, and then from Greenland to France. So yeah, overall a pretty cool episode and stuff like that. Had some pretty good action and stuff, some pretty cool moments, cool shootouts, some pretty cool walker kills, especially with the plane, if I could ever find those and stuff like that. Obviously gonna use the propeller and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, just trying to see how much footage I can actually show. Yeah, knocking them all down and stuff, and away they go. So yeah, it was a it was a pretty good episode. I think overall, it'll be interesting to see where the season goes from here, what is going to happen next. Because Carol did lie to Ash quite a few times. She said, well, I'm going to look for Sophia and stuff like that, and my husband Ed has her. They're in France, and then how's that going to happen? Because my daughter's actually dead, and I'm just looking for someone else, and then she lied about something else. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that whole story plays out with Carol and Ash, although I do like how she she had her badass moments, but she also knew how to play, like sweet and innocent. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It'll be cool to see her and Daryl reunite once again, and yeah, where we go from, like I said, where we go from here. The other guy, and he's not ready for the ceremony and stuff like that. Like, okay, what's going on? What's this ceremony all about? Is there more to it? Is it something darker, or is it just something, I don't know what? But yeah, I don't know. But it was like I said, pretty decent season premiere. Set a few things up. So Madame Genet is still alive. Carol and Ash are on their way to France, and yeah. So anyways, there we go. There is episode 1. Pretty good. I don't know, 7.5, maybe 8. Nothing too great, nothing bad. I don't know. Like I said, looking forward to the rest of the season. So anyways, yeah, leave me all your thoughts and comments. What did you guys think about the episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you think about badass Carol's moments and stuff like that? Her walker kills? What do you think is going to happen with her and Ash and stuff? About her, lying to kind of get what she wants and stuff. Do you think that's going to blow up in her face when, sorry, my daughter died a long time ago, and I just kind of said what I needed to so I could get your plane for you to fly me all the way over here. What do you think about Madame Genet? What's going to happen with her? What about Daryl and Laurent? And what about that other guy in the ceremony? Let me know. So anyways, other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. That'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. Links in the description box below. And other than that, yeah, just stick around. More videos are on the way, and I will see you guys next time.